Today we have an interesting geometrical question. The given data is very simple, there's nothing to be explained. All you have to do is find the value of this angle x that is present over here. So let us see the solution. So yes, now we have that there's a triangle, these angles are given and we have to find this angle x. So if we have just applied the angle sum properties, find all the angles and tried using the angle sum properties, find some kind of equations, that's not possible to solve this question. You will just reach some kind of thing that 60 is equals to 60, x is equals to x, like that way. And if you have just drawn some extra lines and you are quite smart, you have drawn that very nicely, then you might have got the answer. But here we are going to use the trigonometric, or simply we can say the sine rule, to solve this question. I have solved the similar type of question, means there's the angles are given and we have to find the missing angles. You can have the look to that questions also, the link of them are in the description. So now let us see the solution for this. So what we will do first of all is that just mark this diagram from here, A, B, at the top the point let it be C, let this point be equals to P, let this point be equals to Q, and let this point be equals to O. So yes, we have marked this diagram very nicely. Now let us have a look in the triangle, that's triangle AQC. So I'm writing it over there, triangle AQC. In this also you can just have a look, where is the triangle AQC. In that particular triangle we can have a clear idea that angle A is equals to angle C is equals to 50 degree. You can also have a look that yes, angle C is 50 degree already, and here 30 plus 20 is equals to 50 degree. So in this particular triangle AQC, the base two angles are equal, that is angle A equals to angle C equals to 50 degree. So their sides become equal. So the sides that will become equal because of this isosceles triangle is that AQ is equals to QC, and let it be equals to some kind of variable A. Yes, so AQ is equals to QC is equals to A. Just simple because of this isosceles triangle. So there's nothing to write first of all. So I'm just marking that in this particular diagram. So we got that yes, AQ, that's from here to here. So let us consider it some kind of variable. So from A to Q, let the length be equals to A. And we got that AQ is equals to CQ. So from here also C to Q, the length is going to be A. So A over there. Let this length be equals to M, that is the length of PQ. So let PQ be equals to M. Now look in this particular triangle, the triangle I am talking about is triangle ACP. So in the triangle ACP, we can see that angle A is equals to 30 degree. Angle C is 50 plus 30, that's 80 degree. So the remaining angle that is over here, let it be equals to Y. So we can get that the value of Y would be equals to what? 180 minus 30 minus 80, that's equals to 70 degree. So angle Y is equals to 70 degree. So I'm just removing it over there. And instead of angle Y, I am writing the answer that we obtained, that's 70 degree. So instead of Y, we have 70 degree. So here we have marked all the necessary angles and the sides. Now we will apply the sine rule. So first of all, what is the sine rule? If there's a triangle, no matter, it can be any kind of triangle. In this, let this angle be equals to theta, let this angle be equals to alpha, let that be equals to beta. And the sides is equals to A, B, and C. Then the sine rule says that sine of that particular angle, that let it be sine of beta, upon its opposite side, the side opposite to angle beta, that's A, would be equals to sine of theta upon its opposite side. So opposite to angle theta is B, and that is equals to sine of alpha upon its opposite side. So opposite side to alpha is equals to C. So this is the inequality that we have, that sine of that particular angle upon the side which is opposite to that angle, they will be in kind of equality. So this is the sine rule, and we are going to use it over here in two triangles, and then we will have some kind of relation, or we can say equation, and we will be able to solve. So first of all, look in this triangle, that triangle, let the color be changed. So in this particular diagram, look in the triangle P, Q, and C. So I'm writing it over there, triangle P, Q, and C. So I've just zoom out, and here's what the triangle PQC look alike. Here's the side that is Q and C. You can just have a look in this diagram also. Here goes the length to the P, and from P to the point Q. Here is the point P, and that complete angle P becomes 70 degree plus X. So I will write 70 plus X. Yes, PQ we have marked with a length that is equals to M, and CQ is having a length that is equals to A, and this angle in that particular triangle is equals to 30 degree. So we can have the sine rule. So according to the sine rule, the sine of 70 plus X, that is one of its angles. So sine of 70 plus X, sine of 70 plus X upon its opposite side, that is equals to A, would be equals to sine of 30 upon its opposite side. So opposite to 30 is equals to M. So this is what we have got. Now from here we can also have that M upon A is equals to sine of 30 upon sine of 70 plus X. Now sine of 30 is having a value that's 1 by 2. So it forms 1 upon 2 and that multiplied with this thing. So it ultimately forms 1 upon 2 times sine of 70 plus x. So this is the value of m upon a we have obtained. Now similar case we will just do in another triangle. Another triangle is APQ. So let us see that also. So now changing the color to green, and in this particular diagram, see in the triangle APQ. So in the triangle APQ, so the triangle APQ is like A to P, P to Q, and this is the base, and it's A, P and Q. AQ is having a length that is equals to A, Q is having a length that is equals to M, this angle is equals to 20 degree, and angle P is equals to X. Now we will again apply the sine rule in this. So sine of X upon its opposite side, so opposite to angle X is A, and that is equals to sine of 20 upon its opposite side, so opposite to 20 is equals to M. So from here we have that M upon A is equals to sine of 20 upon sine of X. So M upon A we have the ratio over there also, and M upon A we have a ratio over here also. So in this both the case we can clearly see that yes, their LHS part is equal, that is M upon A, M upon A. So we can compare their RHS. So doing that over here, so RHS of the first one is 1 upon 2 times sine of 70 plus x, and that is equals to sine of 20 upon sine of x. That's the RHS of the second one over there. So sine of 20 upon sine of x. Now the cross multiplication from here. So we obtain that sine of x is equals to 2 times sine of 70 plus x, so 70 plus x into sine of 20. Now here we can see that yes, this thing can be opened up as cos of addition of, first of all, a negative sign because 2 times sine is there. So a negative sign, cos of addition of this both, so it will form 70 plus x plus 20. So 70 plus x plus 20 becomes 90 plus x, so it will form cos of 90 plus x, and cos of 90 plus x is negative sine x, so I am just writing it over there, negative sine x, and minus cos of, now subtraction of this both, so 70 plus x minus 20 becomes 50 plus x, and because of this negative sign this both becomes positive. So what we did is simplified this with the identity, and we got sine of x plus cos of 50 plus x, and that is equals to sine of x. Now here I can see that sin x and sin x got cancelled out, so what remains is cos of 50 plus x, and that is equals to, yes, nothing is there, so it's equals to 0. Now sin of 50 plus x is equals to 0, and we have to solve like this angle x is present inside this particular triangle. So we have to just have a kind of very elegant angle, because this trigonometric functions are periodic, means they get repeated afterwards, so we have to just look for the smallest or the nicest value. So cos of 0, it means here 0 is there, so 0 is also equals to cos of 90 degree, cos 90 is equals to 0. Now on both the sides we have cos and cos, so ultimately the angle becomes equal, and we will not go for the periodic, we will just see in this first quadrant only. So here we get that 50 plus x is equals to 90, and if 50 plus x is equals to 90, we get that x is equals to 90 minus 50, that's equals to 40, and x is equals to 40 degree is the answer. That the value of x in this particular diagram is equals to 40 degree. You can see that the solution was very short and sweet. Just there's another way that you can just extend some kind of beautiful lines smartly and you can solve. But if you will just do that thing, that is angle sum properties, that vertically opposite exterior angle, it is not going to be solved. So this was my method to solve this particular question, that's the sine rule, or we can say trigonometry. If you have any other method other than this, you can do comment below, or else you can DM me on my Instagram. When someone gives a better solution to the same question and we can show it to our viewers, it's best knowledge.